Mac is actually gonna hate me when I return this stuff. Hey everyone, welcome back to my lab and today's video, which is going to be a little bit of a declutter. These are items that are evicted from my makeup collection. They have no business here, no room in my makeup collection. They are not empties, they are just products that I absolutely cannot handle anymore, whether they're expired or just plain terrible. Before we get into the video, if you're new to my channel, I'm Yori. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video. Consider subscribing and joining me for a future one. Now let's go ahead and get into these products that are out of here. The first product that I had to mention is a set of brushes. I have shared these brushes in a disappointing products video, so you may have seen them before in the past. This is a set of brushes that were supposedly from Sigma. Now, I actually like Sigma brushes. I have a few in my collection that I really enjoy, but this is a set that I picked up on eBay. I was trying to save up some money. It was the first time I was being introduced to Sigma brushes, and the price seemed really high to get that really nice complete set. So I found one that was discounted on eBay, and lo and behold, these are not genuine Sigma brushes. They come loose from the ferrules. The quality of the bristles is not good. Some of them are actually workable, but I don't like counterfeits, and they just bother me and I want them out of here. Like I said, some of them are okay, but others are just really prickly in terms of the bristles, and I've compared them to original Sigma brushes that I've purchased in the same style. They're definitely not the same thing. So I want them out of here. They have no space in my collection. I have some more makeup brushes. I keep them here in my little beakers. These are MAC brushes. Now these are original MAC brushes, but they are the MAC brushes that they released in the holiday sets or special collections. And honestly, the brushes that come in those kits are nowhere near the quality of the individual brushes that you would buy otherwise at the store. I know that it seems like it's a good deal, and clearly I've fallen for it a couple of times, but after purchasing them and comparing them to my original MAC brushes when they did natural hair, they were just not the same. Some of them were okay and workable, but definitely not all of them. And so since I've since added a lot of beautiful makeup brushes to my collection, I really don't have need of these. The only ones that I'm tempted to keep are the MAC 242 versions, because those are always synthetic, and it's kind of handy to have those for whenever you're doing like a cut crease or something like that. So I might hold on to those, but other than that, the rest are just out of here. So I have these three that are MAC 242 type brushes, and honestly, of the three that I have here, only the center one appears to be like an actual good brush. So again, those sets, I would absolutely avoid them. I'm gonna hang on to these for now, but if I find I'm not using them, I'm going to get rid of those as well. Next, I have two perfume samples. These are a little bit larger than sample size actually. They are 0.17 fluid ounces, so a very nice size. I received this from Influencer. They are the Kat Von D Saint Sinner fragrances, and honestly, I just don't like the way that these smell. They're not my type of fragrance. I'm not using them. They're just occupying space, and so they are out of here. Next, we have two lip glosses from Express. One of them is not even opened. These made their way in my collection because I was checking out at Express, and you know you have one of those coupons where you have to meet a certain threshold and you don't quite get there to get like some sort of big discount. You just toss anything in your cart. This is what I tossed in, and I just don't enjoy them. I don't like them. This one is not even opened, but I don't like them. They don't have any space in my collection, and these are also out of here. I should have grabbed socks. I love socks. Something else from MAC, these are called Petite glosses, and these don't even exist anymore to my knowledge. They're basically just potted lip products, and they're pigmented. I really don't enjoy using these lip products. I use this one quite a bit somehow, so I must have changed my mind somewhere down the line. It's just lip products like these that are pigmented. When you're out on the street and you're retouching because you have to, they get messy. They get messy, and I would rather not have to stick my fingers into a potted product. And so these are going back to MAC. MAC is actually going to hate me when I back to MAC all this stuff. I'm going to ruin somebody's like selling rankings for that day when I go back to MAC all these things. Check these out. These are MAC Prep and Prime eye primers. They're basically like the MAC paint pots, but they're just a much thicker consistency. This one was way too dark. I don't know why I grabbed the shade medium dark. Way too dark for me. And the one that I did get a lot of use out of was the one in the shade medium. You're going to see that I use this one quite a bit more. And these are okay. They're just a little bit thicker of a product than I like on my eyelid. And I have since taken to using the MAC paint pot or eyeshadow bases from other brands, and I no longer need these. These are all variations of MAC lip glosses. I'm telling you, they're gonna hate me when I back to MAC all this stuff. A lot of it is probably a result of back to MAC in the first place. They're so old, they're separating. I have Nymphette, I have Lust, Energy, Nico, Pink Meringue, Spanking Rich. I have another pink meringue. I have no explanation for these lip glosses. They're all different variations. One that I really did enjoy was this one. I think it was a holiday release. It was really sparkly. I have no idea. These are just old. Most of them are separating. I don't use them at all. And even though lip glosses have become more trendy now than in past years, I know that these aren't going to be the ones that I'm reaching for. So I think that I'm going to back to MAC these and pick up a lipstick instead. Or maybe a newer gloss, just one or two, not a ridiculous amount like this that's just gonna sit around. Here's a product that makes me really sad because I swear I must have done something wrong. I bought this is eyelash adhesive from Velour, and I bought it at Sephora. I bought it a long time ago, but I had a lot of lash adhesives open, and so I was using those. Now this one is the black one, which maybe was my first mistake. It's a little bit messy, but this thing is super thick, super dry, and I think that it may have been my fault just having it set out so long, but I hadn't opened it. I can understand if you open it and then you leave it sitting for a while, but I hadn't even opened it. And when I did, I thought, oh, I have a brand new eyelash primer. I have a brand new eyelash glue. I can use that. No, this is completely unusable. The product does not transfer to lashes, and if you manage to get some on there, they don't stay stuck to your eyelids. The fact that it's tinted black makes a huge mess. This is horrible. And I know that this is some people's holy grail, so I'm thinking it's my fault. I'm also thinking that they may have reformulated this product, but I'm not sure because I just have not been interested in the slightest to look this up again. It was that bad. Here's another product that was horrendous. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Waterproof Miss Manga Rock Mascara. This mascara is horrible. This wand, it's a plastic bristle wand, but the little bristles are set very far apart and they're also really short. Essentially, the only effect that this has on your lashes is to clump them all together and make it look like you have 3 lashes. That's not the look I'm going for. I absolutely hate it. Usually I'll make a mascara work. It was impossible with this. Here's another mascara product that I just could not get to work for me. I'm sure this has been discontinued because I have not seen it in a store. This is by Lorac Cosmetics and it is the Cobra Mascara. It's just a mini. Somehow I ended up with like 20 minis. I think I have them in like my new mascaras, which I have to dig them out, but I pulled this one, which was in the ones that I was actually testing. And this one has a curved brush, and that's how it gets its name. The thing about this mascara is that I cannot for the life of me use it without getting mascara somewhere. Now I know that you can sort of clean it off with a brush after it dries, but this one just makes a huge mess and the effect is not even that nice for me to even want to be bothered. Here's the last mascara that I couldn't get to work for me, and this is something that was gifted to me by a friend who visited Mexico, and she says that in Mexico they have the best mascaras. Now this one is the By Apple Super Lash Mascara in the almond scent, and it really smells like almond. It smells so delicious. Oh, I love the smell of almond. It smells great. The formula is probably fine, but look at this wand. That's the size of both my eyes. Literally, look. Another mascara with which I made a horrible, horrible mess each and every time I wore it. It's out of here. I have a little sharpener. This is just a liner sharpener from MAC, and the reason why I'm getting rid of this one is because the bottom doesn't stay on. So every time I sharpen, I end up making a huge mess, and this one is pretty old anyway. I've since replaced it with one by Urban Decay and another one by NARS. I use one for eye products, one for lip products, and I'm enjoying those, so there's no need to keep it. I'm holding on to it in case you can back to MAC this one as well. You never know. It's plastic, it's recyclable. I have a couple of eyeliners, and these make me very sad because these are from my beloved Marc Jacobs Highliner line. This one is in the shade Sunset. It's a beautiful eyeliner. Really beautiful. It's completely dried up. It doesn't transfer onto my skin. Now, it used to transfer onto my skin, but it would never show up on my waterline, ever. I just never used it. I left it there in my collection. It was absorbing air. It totally dried up, so this is evicted. This one is a black mini sample size, which these last forever. Now, I truly do enjoy these, but I have had this little mini so long that it also has dried up. This is the reason why I always say I really enjoy pencils that are sharpenable. They stay fresher longer. I know it's more annoying, but they stay fresher longer. I love this product. I would recommend this one. This one worked really well while it was still functional, but it isn't anymore, and so it's gotta go. Here's one that was new. This is the NYX Vivid Brights Liquid Liner, and I picked mine up in the shade Vivid Fire. I was gonna use this the other day. It was brand new, and when I opened it, I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'm gonna turn it. The bristles are flayed outward. I don't know about you, but when you're trying to do wing liner, especially with a color as bold as this one, a wonky brush does not help the situation. So this is trash. I have some potted eyeliners, and these are from Ofra. I don't think they even make these anymore either. These were products that I found on Hotlook. I also put them in a disappointing products video. This is completely dry. It wasn't always completely dry, but when I first got them, it was like separated, and I would try to mix it and it just wasn't pigmented, and it could have been the shades that I picked up because I picked up that yellow one and then this sort of like peachy one. The covers on it, these are just old and crusty and gross. These have got to go. Two more lip products. This one is by Soap and Glory. This was just a little sample size I got somewhere because I know I didn't buy this. This is the Sexy Mother Pucker, and it says, caution, this lip gloss will tingle. Tingle is not the word I would use to describe this. This lip gloss will burn your lips and hurt and make it feel like ants are crawling over your mouth for hours. It's horrible. I don't like the effect. I don't think it made my lips look any plumper than any other lip gloss. It was painful. I made my boyfriend try it out just so I could laugh. He didn't like it either. Now, Tyra, I know this is one of your favorites. Ooh, but it's not for me. Not for me, no. Here's something from Nivea. This is a Kiss of Care in color, the Sheer Berry. It's just a lip balm. I don't even know how long this has been in my collection, but it was looking kind of gross. Still smells fine. It smells like berry, but I have a ton of lip balms that I enjoy more. I don't remember this one being particularly memorable, and so I'm getting rid of this one. Oh, last one. I have a Tarteist Glossy Lip Paint. I got this in one of the Sephora Favorites kits, and what freaked me out about this one is if you look at the applicator, it's kind of green. I don't know if it's supposed to be green. Like maybe the little foam that's on the applicator is green and that's normal, but it looks... Yeah, green is just a bad color for something you're gonna put in your mouth. So I'm getting rid of that one as well. Let's see. Oh, here's something. This is a BoxyCharm product. And oh, were some people upset that they did not receive this product in their BoxyCharm. This is from Beauty Basics, and I hate this product. It was like a bronzer, or supposed to be. It still smells horrible. I remember when I unboxed my BoxyCharm, it smells so bad. It looks like a metallic bronzer. It's really more of a highlighter, and it would only work on deeper skin tones. And even so, I wouldn't recommend it. This is horrible. They had like an estimated retail price on this guy of like $40. No way. Absolutely no way. This thing, I wouldn't pay 40 cents for this thing. It's horrible. Okay, the rest of the items are from MAC, and I'm gonna show them to you in groups. Let's play a little game and guess when about these products came out, because I can't even tell you how long they've been in my collection. When I first got into makeup, it was all MAC. My entire collection was everything MAC, and I loved it. I actually had a good experience in the MAC store. They helped me out. They sold me a lot of like their cult favorite products, so it wasn't like they were just trying to sell me extra stuff. But then I became obsessive and I was trying to buy all of these things. So these are lip palettes. I used 2 of the products in this lip palette and probably only to swatch them. Here we have another lip palette. In this one, I used 1. And here is a 3rd lip palette because if I had 2, I had to have the 3rd. And again, I used 1 shade. Again, feel free to guess when these may have come out. I'm like embarrassed to even show them to you. Here's another little trio. I guess the best things come in 3s. Now these are eyeshadow palettes, I believe. Nope, lip palettes. Look at this one. Never touched. Not once. The lipsticks are just sweating. They are completely untouched. Let's check this one out. Another lip palette. Looks like I used that pinky shade right there. Otherwise, untouched. Lastly, here's a blue one. Another lip palette. I used this one a little bit more. Shows signs of wear and tear. But out of here. Another trio. I don't know what I was thinking. Some of these are like anniversary sale and Nordstrom special collections, holiday collections. They just look so cute and it seemed like a reasonable way to collect a lot of the products. Here is a lip palette. I used 2 shades. Another lip palette. I used 1 shade. And it's interesting, but the shades I was using are not shades that I would use right now. I have no idea what this one is even, but it looks like it has a cream highlighter and some lip products. I use this one a little bit more strictly for the lip products. I used to be really into those mauvey pink colors. I really don't even know what to say for myself. Here's a duo, so at least it's not in 3s. I'm guessing these are lip palettes as well. There goes the brush. Lip palette, I used 4 shades here. And here's another lip palette. I used 3 shades. Here's another little duo of lip palettes. Look at this one. I used 1 shade. And this one, I used a couple of shades. Again, those pinky mauves. I have 2 more. These are Viva Glam collections. And I actually use these quite a bit. They were nude. I was really into those darker nudes. This is one I got a lot of use out of. This one was the Lip Times 8. And it just had 8 different lipsticks. Look at this one. You can tell I actually use this one quite a bit. I used to take this one with me for dance events because I gave all the girls options on what lip colors to wear whenever we had dance performances. We did get a lot of use out of this one, but I don't use it anymore. It's old, it's crusty. One more thing from MAC, and this is a pressed powder, but it's old, it's starting to smell funny. I used to use these powder puffs that would come with the products, but that one is going back to MAC. So these are all the items that are absolutely evicted because they're ridiculously old or ridiculously terrible. It feels good to do a little bit of a purge in my collection. These are just things that were sitting in like the same containers. I never went into that container. I never touched it. I'm like, I'm going to take all this stuff out of here, declutter it, and just start fresh with other things. So it feels good to do kind of like a little cleanse of my makeup collection. If you enjoy declutter videos in this style, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Let me know what's the oldest product in your collection and if they're as embarrassing as mine. Like honestly, I haven't used this stuff in years. It was really just there collecting dust. Now, since I do have so many back to MACs, if you have a favorite MAC lip color or single eyeshadow that you think I should have, leave those in the comment section down below because I'm about to get a lot of freebies. Now, I haven't outgrown MAC eyeshadows. I still enjoy them. I love MAC lipsticks, just not lip palettes. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for my video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget that thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel as I look forward to seeing you again really, really soon on my next video. I hope you're doing really, really well, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.